The fork slipped from my father's hand. It clattered against his plate, echoing through the dining room. My grandfather had just raised his glass, smiling at me. "I'm glad you're enjoying the apartment I bought you." I looked at him, then whispered the truth. "I live in a basement." The laughter died. The chatter stopped. Every face turned toward me. And in the silence, years of betrayal finally surfaced. My grandfather was the only one who ever saw me, really saw me. He knew I worked late nights, saved every penny, fought for stability when no one else cared. When I turned 25, he promised me help. "You deserve your own place," he said, "something that's yours." He told my parents he was wiring the money, a down payment, a gift. He wanted me to start life on solid ground. I believed him. I believed them. But I never saw that money. Instead, my father patted my shoulder and said, "Be patient. Things take time." My mother told me, "Don't stress your grandfather. He's done enough." So I settled into a damp basement rental, ceilings low, pipes hissing at night. I told myself it was temporary, that they were handling it. But deep down, something felt wrong. It started small. My brother suddenly had a new car, paid in full. Then a vacation, 5-star resorts, dinners that cost more than my rent. When I asked, he smirked. Hard work pays off. But my brother never worked hard a day in his life. One night, I overheard my parents whispering, my father's voice low, tense. "We'll say we put it toward the boys. He doesn't need to know. He'll manage." The boys. My brother, his wife, their comforts, their luxuries. And my grandfather's gift, meant for me, was gone. I didn't explode. I didn't beg. I let them think I was blind. I let them think I was grateful for scraps. Because silence is a blade. The longer you hold it, the sharper it becomes. I started collecting. Bank statements, transfer records, dates, receipts with my brother's name tied neatly to funds that should have been mine. Every detail, every proof, every betrayal cataloged. And then I waited. My birthday brunch was the stage. The table set, plates polished, glasses sparkling. My parents at one end, my brother and his wife at the other. My grandfather, smiling, seated beside me. They thought it was just a celebration. But I had already spoken to my grandfather. I had shown him the statements, the transfers, the car, the vacations. His silence on the phone had been deadly. Now, in that room, he delivered the line I needed. "I'm glad you're enjoying the apartment I bought you." And I dropped the truth like a match onto gasoline. I live in a basement. The silence stretched, suffocating. My grandfather's smile faltered. He looked from me to my parents, confusion hardening into fury. "Basement?" he asked. I held his gaze. The money never reached me. My father's face blanched. My mother's hands trembled. My brother stared at his plate. I pulled the folder from my bag and slid it across the table. Neat, organized, undeniable. Here's where it went. My grandfather flipped through page after page. His jaw clenched tighter with every turn. Finally, he slammed it shut. His voice was ice. "You stole from your own child." My mother stammered. My father tried to explain. Words like family needs and temporary loan spilled out, pathetic and weak. But it was my brother's wife who broke first. Her smirk vanished. Her face drained. She whispered, "You said he'd never know." The table cracked open like an earthquake. Accusations, denials, rage spilling everywhere. And I just sat there, calm, watching the empire of their lies collapse. By the end of brunch, nothing was the same. My grandfather stood, voice trembling but firm. "Every cent will be returned, and if not, you'll face me in court." He turned to me, placing his hand on my shoulder. Never again. My father couldn't meet my eyes. My mother's tears fell into her untouched food. My brother sat pale, stripped of arrogance. As for me, I didn't gloat. I didn't need to. I had given them years of silence, years to bury me under their greed. But one whisper, one truth, brought their whole world down. That basement wasn't my prison anymore. It was my proof. And when I walked out of that restaurant, the sun on my face, I finally felt what freedom tastes like. Sharp, clean, and mine.